Hello, we're going to do some duels in GeoGuessr. Gold 1 division. Go straight in with the moving. And that will take us to the 20 that you get per week that count towards your scoring. I was a bit late there. So what we might do is just change things a little bit. 25p, 25c, 20. What's Plaz though? I don't recognise that linguistically. Let's move somewhere else. We do need to have some thoughts. We're driving on the left. Could it be South Africa? Where's the sun? Let's stick to our normal thing. We have to do this. It'll become instinctive where you just go road, driving side, car, sun. Will just be tick 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 subconsciously. That's the aim. But in the meantime, there we go. We moved down the road a little bit and now we know we're in the southern hemisphere. Cool. So 8 plus something. So I think we kind of feel it's South America, but it just can't be, can it? Because we're driving on the left. Which then suggests more of either an Australia feel or Southern Africa. It's crazy that the places can confuse you so much. I guess it's because I'm a noob more than anything though. You got any kind of... I'd like to see the other side of that stop sign, just see what it says. Although, to be fair, it's probably just going to say stop. Right, these. Seen these a lot in the last few days. In my VR game, I had one in Lesotho and one in Eswatini and got them the wrong way around. On roofs of houses. And then yesterday it was either in the daily challenge or one of my duels. And I hedged between Eswatini and Lesotho in case they were in South Africa as well, and it was in South Africa. So that's where I'm going to go. And we're just going to go somewhere on that road at that angle. Oh, actually put in a first plunk in as well. I noticed I was back down to 14% again, so very low on that. Actually, are there any clues on the vehicles that we're passing? Not when you switch lanes and everything disappears. Both went quite similar places. Lost a little bit of health, but probably saved half an hour of my day. Because we could probably both have gone along that road for a very long time to try and find information. Now, this is a grim day, but it could almost be the same. But the yellow center lines, do they suggest more Americas? Yeah, we're driving on the right this time as well, which is a clue. It feels like it would be in that direction. Now, that looks like it goes on forever that way before getting to anything. This doesn't look much better. But there was the slightest hint that there may be some... Oh, there's a sign down there. I was going to go back and see if there's any info on the truck. But a big green sign. That's got to be something you try and get to, isn't it? St. Claude. 1 kilometer. I think maybe a... Canada feel. Wrong bit of it. So, right country, but very, very far away. St. Claude. There you go. Okay, we've got lots of signage there. So that might help us to skip some things. Yeah, we're in Ghana. So that's an immediate first point of call. Don't even need to look for the tape on the car because we've been gifted that. Got a mountain in the north and a ridge to the northwest. Does that fit with the capital? Not really. No, it's not a particularly mountainous country, is it? Just how mountainous would they be considered? And I keep saying it to myself. I'm going to have to put it in my notes. I am starting to take notes while editing my videos. I've got a week's worth now to look into. And this is going to be added. How do I figure out why I don't seem to see any terrain compared to what people on streams and YouTube videos get. And does it involve using the extensions that you can use for learning? And then it just looks better, so they might use it on their videos, but not in Duels. And then I'll have to make a decision on whether to use it or not. I don't really see anything mountainous anywhere, so I might still just go with the... There. I mean, might just sound a bit different today, yeah. So I completely dropped the train of thought earlier in the video, talking about this being the 20th match of the week, which is where the limit is for what counts towards the division position. So what we might do is switch to no move for the first time since way back in, I think it was Silver 3 when we very first started. And do some no moves, some nice fast ones, and just jump in and see how that goes. Maybe quite a lot of them if they're quick. Couldn't really tell which side of where we're driving there. Welcome to what? Mount Borbor. Interesting. Is this one of our islands? Alpine Adventure starts here. It has to be a fairly decent sized island, wouldn't it, though, to have enough mountainousness for an Alpine Adventure Centre? Day parking only. It was all English writing, wasn't it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are we in snow? Yeah, so we do get snow. There was something I wanted to see there. I can't read anything though. So Mount Borbor though, that again puts me in a quandary of having four different things. 40 when change fitted, that suggests kilometers per hour rather than miles, although 15 might suggest miles rather than kilometers. Cascade ski apartments. Yeah, we've got the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, that beautiful set of 4. Blue Street signs though, that tends to be more of a New Zealand thing as far as I've come across, but I don't trust anything anymore. Neither metas that I've read up on or come across that other people have said are things, nor things that I feel like I've figured out for myself. 3 yellow lines, you see, that would say it means something, but I just don't trust it. Also, I haven't fully studied it, so it doesn't really count. I may as well just run right now. This person's taking ages, but I don't want the video to go on all day with the same one round. Come on, game. Reduce speed. And of course we're in a particularly snowy area, potentially mountainous ski resort going on. The red bollards might be specific to this small area thing, and we're just going weaving back and forth to get down the hill. And if our opponent has done this, but just did this from the start, they'll be miles away, won't they, by now? Probably down in the town and found some info. And I'm still none the wiser even on continent or country, so this is not great. It does say KMH, so that rules out the US, but it could be Canada. I'm not well up enough on being able to distinguish between different indigenous place naming styles. You wouldn't really call it conventions, would you? But styles. So we're down to another car park. C426. That does not seem to match the naming conventions. What was it? I had one blue street sign name, didn't I? Which felt more like in New Zealand. Very more mountainous. Yeah, it doesn't fit that either though. I'm not happy with this round at all. I'm not enjoying this round one little bit. It's so long and I'm so clueless. Would we have that? Tasmania? Is anywhere quite tall enough, mountainous enough? Can't be Australia, can it? Unless it's really high altitude. Oh, I just don't know. Just do not know. There just don't seem to even be any roads up there. I'm gonna stick it there anyway. Was Australia? Oh, end of game. GG. There we go. That's our 20 for the week. So let's switch. I don't even know how to do it anymore. Oh yeah, just click on these things. Let's do some no moves. Let's just fire into some because we can see if we can get our 10-point bonus for a win outside of the 20. So that's our scores for the league, mostly capped. We might be able to get to 7-8-3 if we win today and tomorrow, one match. So we'll fly through. We'll do some no moves. And my no move, I don't even have a no move rating. I think we played 3 in Silver 3 division and won 2 out of 3, but you need 10 before you even get a score. Oh, and I can't move. Okay, so that's fine. So I don't need to have my hand hovering over the enter key. So let's do our normal stuff though anyway. See how quick people are. Southern Hemisphere. No, Southern Sun. Northern Hemisphere. Go on. Might get it right. Immediate European feel anyway. Do we have a blue on that plate? No. Car seems to be red. Driving on the right. The sign would kind of go with that as well on the right. Maybe an Eastern Europe vibe. Quite green. Little bit rolling hill feel. Maybe a Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, Ukraine hedge. Not bad. Yes, we lost a few points of health, but only 110. Kind of in the right region. Not maybe the best of reasons for it. Sun in the north. Feels South American. Is that a big lake or out to sea somewhere up there? Tsunami evacuation. Okay. Not sure if that's a flag that would relate to country in any way. Maybe not. We're looking up into the north. Quite dry and sandy. But I guess that rules out lake completely, doesn't it? Tsunami, unless it's such a big lake or something like this, I suppose. If you had an internal earthquake, you could potentially get tsunami of sorts. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go there. Not confident at all, but don't really know any better. Got the right coast. Got some points. Okay, bus lane there. Are we driving left and right? Wait, is that Gaelic? Oh yeah, it is. Oh, it's Dublin then, isn't it? Probably. One of these main bridges on the Liffey, right? How many bridges? So there's at least one bridge, one way. Not such a big bridge to the east. So maybe this one. It was Cork. Cork all along. Both got suckered for that one. That's a bit rough, wasn't it? Could be Thailand or Cambodia. That says Thailand, that flag. So it's region guessing. I don't know much about foliage and stuff in Thailand, so we're just going to go fairly close to Bangkok. Edge. Minor damage to our opponent again there. Driving on the right. Sun not very helpful. Got some Cyrillic there. Mikhailivka, is that? Still so slow. My early days of learning sounding Russian. Danishi. Probably sounds awful as well. Yeah, tricky. The poles are a bit sort of two-parted, so maybe out in the east somewhere. This could be game over at this point already. 1.5x on a Russia east-west choice, and it's over. Ukraine. But it's not over. Wait, what? Oh, because they were far away as well. Yeah. A lot closer, but I guess the max points are tight to the target, and then it falls away quite quickly, so they were quite far off as well. Some Arabic there. It feels so different not being able to move. Satellite dish is not directly looking up at the sky. Imagine most of the Arabic-based countries. I'm going to go with Tunisia though, because that is quite. No, it is quite a steep angle, isn't it? They're pointing fairly straight up. Maybe go there instead. I second guessed myself out of, I don't know, potentially a winning plonk, because I would have been really close and they would have been really far away. See, the sun is in both the north and the south, so that's not very useful. These are interesting. Fairly mountainous. I have no clue. This could be it. This could be the end. It's not the right angle at all, but we're just throwing that in there. Fairly similar place. Okay, yeah. The multipliers are racking up now. I think the sun is kind of to the east there. We're driving on the right, aren't we? There's a truck up there, which looks like it is. Plates are quite a long way, hard to tell whether there's any blue on them, but I don't think there is. Surrounded by mountains. These are interesting. What's that then? Could that be an airport? No, or just some kind of farming stuff. Mountains almost all the way around apart from the southwest. Really no idea. Maybe. Just really don't know. Really don't know. Got lucky. Wow. That multiplier. All the damages There we go. So that did get us our 10 points, but let's do a few more. A little bit of no move, just for fun. Maybe until we get a no move rating. Let's just do that. Let's go that far, and then... Oh, is this the same person again? Did we just play them now? Not sure about that. Gonna go here, but I think it might actually be more Baltic, is it? No, maybe not. Maybe Iceland. Although that road street sign didn't have yellow on it. That just has a feel of Turkish. Yeah, and with this, maybe Turkish. Kind of grim day, but hard to tell. Quite greenish. Let's go there. But Baldur's that seems more Scandinavian. It was Iceland. Of course it was. Okay, those are the letters though. I didn't recognize them. That was a terrible round though. Not in the south. No move's rubbish. Don't like it. It's interesting that there's definitely stuff that I've barely touched on because I'm more interested in moving, and the stuff I do not recorded, I just wander around trying to 25k things. It's a whole different game. Okay, not quite as bad on the second round, but we're still not doing really particularly well, are we? Steep. It seems to be getting worse at figuring out where I am relative to the sun as well all the time. Just clueless. It's probably Thailand. That's my other thought. Was that Thai actually on the wall there? Okay, it was Indonesia, but they went Philippines. So I got lucky. Call on. Is that literally giving us the town there? And we're either very steep or very far south. I don't know whether Brazil's right. I think it might be more... Wait, does South America ever have the cars like this? No. Was it high altitude then? Because those satellite dishes would seem to be pointing almost horizontal. Wait, was that the round before? Losing track. I need to develop brain skills of short-term memory improvements and staying focused. Nice hat. I think it's South America. Maybe Colombia. Departamento del Atlántico. So, Colombia. This is the Pacific. This is the Atlantic. Does that mean it has to be? But they're not. They don't really touch the Atlantic at all, do they? Colombia. Or is this different? Is it Colombia doing some work in some other country? Well, it was the vaguest of thought connections, but it kind of worked. So I'm definitely in the south. That could be a bit of a... Just because it's a one-way street, maybe, could it? No. Are we in Wales? Yeah, Youth Hostel Association. I think we're in Wales. On what must be the only tiny bit of very sunny. Where do I throw this then? Quite hilly, quite rolling hills. Let's just go somewhere down there. It's unusual that the red is probably just like a county symbol, is it maybe, or the actual park that it's in? Well, that's some good points. Any, yeah, local knowledge advantage on that one. Recognizing the Welsh, and that YHA is the Youth Hostel Association sign that they use. Amsterdam 27 to the west-ish. Hilversum? Yeah, we've got to Hilversum. Let's just go there. Or I could do more. What are the... Hilversum is only 5. Amsterdam about 30. Hilversum 5s. Yeah, so we're probably in there. I wonder if that's unusual though for no move. I don't think in competitive games, when I've watched the top players playing whatever maps they use, I don't think they give you this very often, where you're in a place with mileages and direction to other towns and cities. I think that would be rare. Initial feel was Japan. Be nice if we could see a bunch of yeah, Japan. Definitely Japan. And then it's basically just a hedge Japan. Plunk, almost from space. Now we're into multis. So, doing damage round after round has been great, and we have a strong lead. But it could all still be over in one hit if they do a much better guess than I do on this next one. So that is not very familiar at all. We are driving on the right. Sun is pretty much impossible to figure out. Now, red on white, that means something. I don't know whether that occurs in the Americas much, but I did saw a graphic of it sort of spread out around Europe, and I think it's Russia and stuff. That doesn't really feel like a very Russian pole so much though, so maybe the Baltics or Poland, Ukraine. I'm just gonna go with a center of the Baltics hedge, and then just ping relatively quickly just to see what they get. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. They're starting a potential comeback though. Wait. I still did damage, just small. Okay, I misread that then. I thought they'd got that one. This looks like the UK. It's driving on the left, yeah. Slow. No Araf, so it's not Wales. Balochni Bray. So that suggests Scotland, but could easily be up in the islands. Oh, I should have done that. It's too late now. But no, it's not, because I haven't pinged, have I yet? Oh, close. Yeah, I think on the last round it's because of where the pins relative to the dotted lines are, sometimes it makes it look like one line is shorter than it really is because the pin covers it a bit. Oh, that would tell me something, I'm sure. Fairly convinced that this is probably South America. Driving on the right. The three lines, the three colored lines. So Peru's flag is red and white, but the blue on poles, do they add that in as a thing? See, that's not their flag properly, is it? But red and white comes up quite a lot. And that's just red and white, but the red, white and blue, I'm not so sure. Not so sure. I'm gonna go with it anyway though. Somewhere out here. And if it's way south in Argentina or up in Colombia, then they could win this. We're both miles away. And still they survive. Having on the right, sun is east, not particularly useful. Pare though says South America. Where are we doing? We're doing a northwesterly, southeasterly. Quite long. Not actually seeing the road number. Oh yeah, we are. What's that? Is that DF and numbers? And the naming system in Brazil has stuff like that. Oh, is that the district? Governmental district, DF? None of the other states really seem to have the right letters that would make DF make sense. It is! GG. I don't know what the F stands for. Main federal district. There was something popped up in the corner, so I think we're going to have a rating now. That might be that we've played our 10. Oh, it's not showing. Maybe you need to let the game refresh overnight or something before that kicks in. Definitely European feel. That would probably give the game away straight away, wouldn't it? Is that Cyrillic? Yeah, I can't read it anyway. Kind of initial feel was maybe Italian, but the slight Cyrillic element to it might make it more Bulgaria, maybe. It looks quite not by the sea, but almost like a kind of coastal-ish feel. Yeah, clearly not the coastal feel, not really working, but we did get Bulgaria, not too bad. Definitely feels like it might be an Asian thing going on. Some great camera stuff happening there. I'm pretty much totally clueless on this. That tell us something? Your guess. Edge in Thailand, Cambodia, Malaysia, Singapore. Hopefully not get 0. Yeah, bit of luck there, bit of luck. Good damage as well, because they're actually quite a long way off there in Sri Lanka. And I didn't really think so much of India and Bengal, but Bangladesh, but they could easily have been part of my hedge as well. Driving on the right, for some reason, feels like it could be Russian. There are more dashes on that though than... So maybe a Ukraine-Russia hedge. Oh, it came out well, yeah. Not quite into Maltese yet. Not sure if that is significant. It's not a country flag, but you're related to it in some way. I guess it's not entirely a pointer, but not Philippines with this. So maybe more of an Indonesia. And it's so hard because you've got to hedge such a massive area. If it's Indonesia and you've got no clue. Oh, we got lucky. I think that might be it. No, because we're not into multis just yet. I think it might still not quite have done it. That has an Italian feel to it. That not quite as much. I think it could be Italy. That's not Italy. Oh, suddenly everything seems to have gone very slow. And I don't mean the game, I just mean my movement was just so slow then, suddenly. GG. So I think we'll leave it there. It's almost like my brain has just switched off. We didn't get to see what our no move rating is, but we might do some more tomorrow. We've done our 20, so we don't really need to do that, but we could jump in, do some more no moves tomorrow, get a little bit of practice at it, because I haven't done much, as I say, not since Silver 3, and maybe get that extra 10 points, just in case it's important. We might survive on our first week in Gold 1. I should be back tomorrow with some more, maybe. Thanks for watching this one. I'll see you soon. Bye.